The Jets gave Dalvin Cook $5.8 million. Dalvin Cook gave the Jets 67 carries for 214 yards, 15 catches for 78, and a whopping 0 touchdowns. That's not exactly ideal ROI. Honestly, though, the signing of Cook, it wasn't flawed in theory. The Jets weren't totally sure what Breece Hall was going to be capable of doing early in the season, so Cook was the contingency plan. Essentially, ride him until Hall was ready, then hand the offense over to Hall. My issue is that the Jets already had players on their roster capable of doing that job at the time they signed Cook. Izzy Abanikanda, a player they drafted. Michael Carter was still here as well. Those players were capable of holding the fort down. And that money that the Jets gave Cook, it could have been used in free agency to sign someone like Gardner Minshew, a backup quarterback for Aaron Rodgers, Jacoby Brissett, another potential backup for Aaron Rodgers, or even someone like Justin Pugh, who could have added more depth on the offensive line. Instead, they saved that money. They gave it to a player they didn't need to give it to, and he was basically a non-factor throughout the entirety of this season. So in the grand scheme of things, while not necessarily flawed at the time or flawed thinking, it's going to be viewed as one of the worst signings of this offseason. It would probably be the worst signing of this offseason if the Jets hadn't also added Allen Lazard.